Hi, and I welcome you all to another lecture in the Python Essential series for data science. In this lecture, we look at some major differences between list, dictionary, tuples, and sets. Often people get confused between these data structures. So before moving on NumPy and pandas, I wanted to make these concepts clearer so we could start with hassle-free programming. So today in this lecture we'll discuss about list. Now what is a list? A list is basically a group of values, and if I create something, say I made a variable item 1 where I'm storing the value as fruits. I'll make another variable. Just think we are going shopping and we are creating a shopping list where these are the items what we intend to buy. So we are going to buy 3 items. Very important now is soap. So let's not forget, because we are going through a pandemic situation right now. Okay, and then we can buy something like cooking oil. So we have 4 items. Now what's the drawback in programming if we are creating variables and storing values like this? The biggest problem is we are creating many variables. So why not we create a list? Say I create a list, I call it items, and a list always starts with square brackets, and I store all the values inside the list. So we have created a list with these values. So when we want to get the items inside the list, just call the name of it and we get all the values. Now whatever you have created inside the list, all the values are indexed. Fruits is at 0th position. Indexing in a list always starts from the 0th position. So if I just say here items and 1, so it's 0 and 1, it should be printing vegetables. I can access elements in a range inside a list. I can start from the 0th position and we go up to the 2nd position. So like mentioned before, whenever it's a range, it goes one position, it stops at one position before whatever is given here. So it starts at 0 and goes till veggie and stops here, because it goes from 0 to 1. If I want to access the last element from the list, I can give -1. So here it's oil right now. We can use some inbuilt functions, like if I want to add something at the end of the list. So here I can write the name of the list items dot append and say I'm adding here books. So if I see here, so this books got added at the end of the list, but none of these values have got shuffled. They all are where they were before. Why I'm saying this? Because I'll come back to this point when I do dictionary and tuples with you. So just keep in mind, when you add elements in a list, all the values stay in their respective positions. If I want to insert a value at a particular position in my list, so I can give here items dot insert. Say at the 2nd position, I want to insert the value apple. So now if I check the list, so here this is 0, 1 and 2. It basically gets inserted after vegetables. So we can see it here. If we have a list, say list 1, which is A and B, we have another list which is list 2, which is say E and F. Now we can combine this list, say list 3, we can do a addition or concatenation operation on a list in this way. So here we can print the value of list 3. So basically this plus sign will concatenate or join the values of both the list. If we want to find out the length of the list, we can use the len function and pass the name of the list. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. So the length of the list is 4. Next thing we'll discuss is dictionary. I have already dealt with dictionary in my previous tutorial. If you haven't seen it, please have a look at it. Dictionary we had discussed as a collection of, it consists of items, and items are basically a collection of key and values. Key and values. You can compare dictionary like a telephone directory, where the names of the people are the keys and the telephone numbers are the values of the respected keys. So sometimes these dictionary is also referred to as maps, or they are called hash tables, or they are called associate arrays. If you want to create a dictionary by the name of say D, dictionary starts with parenthesis, and here first we give the key value. Suppose I have two friends. My first friend is John, and I'm creating a telephone directory. So this is his phone number, and my next friend is James. So this is his phone number. So we have two key, John and James are the key, and these are the values. So if I just say D, it prints the dictionary. Since we are doing a comparative study of differences between list and tuples and dictionary, so let us find out what's the difference between a list and a dictionary. In case of calling elements from a dictionary, we don't use index values, we'll use a key. So here if we want to access the value of James, we will be passing the name of the dictionary and just pass the key. So it returns us the value, whereas in a list we were using index values like 0 and 1 and so on. The other difference is if we want to add something inside a dictionary, a value, say I want to add another person, say Mary, and this is the number value I have given. So if I print now the value of dictionary, here we can see that John, James and Mary, but it is not necessary that always it will be in this order. Mary might have come here and James, because in the end it's key what we are concerned with. We are not concerned in a dictionary with index values. Now, another important data structure which is used in Python very much is a tuple. Now what are tuples? Tuples are a list of values grouped together. Now then there's a confusion here. List is also a group of values. Tuple is also a group of values. So how are they different from each other? We can compare tuple. Say suppose we want to store the points of a line. So we store it in the form of two coordinates, x and y. Say x is 3 and y is 9. These are two different values which is being stored for this particular variable. Whereas when we created items as a list, we had stored the values for items. They were not for two different entities. Say we had created A, we had created B. They all had the same meaning or homogeneous meaning, but here the meaning is heterogeneous. One is for your x and the other is for your y. That's the major difference between a tuple and a list. So just like list and tuples are standard Python data types that store values in a sequence, there's another data type, sets. In a sequential that sets cannot have element, so they store unique values. Say we have created a list, we create a set, and we are going to store here, we use the keyword set. And we create here a list of values. So I'm calling it Python art programming. I'll store Python again. So I'm storing Java. Since set is going to store only unique values, so when I execute this, I can see even though Python has been written twice, but it took Python as a distinct value and printed only once. So no repeated values inside a set. So to compare list with a shopping list where all the ingredients are listed in a sequential way, a dictionary can be compared with a telephone directory where the key pair has the name of the person and the telephone number. A tuple can be compared like an address, which consists of different fields. Like when I say address, it will have name, it will have street, so kinds of information but stored under a common name. And a set can say we have A and B sets, so whatever is common to both are displayed in a set.